Hey everybody, Sam Burge here with another World Peacekeeper review, and this figure is from the WWII Ally Force set. He's another American done in the same green outfit, kind of like the American infantry soldier I did about almost a year ago. Just taking a look at this figure. He comes with a motorcycle. It's the military motorbike. He comes with a helmet, the Thompson. It looks like a compass, a map, a satchel, goggles, and a helmet, and the motorcycle itself. So I'm really excited about this figure. I found him on Amazon just like I did the first figure, just on Amazon, and I was like, well, I'll buy it because I have been trying for almost a year now to hunt down the German and the British figures that were on the back of the American infantry figure. So I have not been able to find it. I mean, people have been telling me they've been seeing it, but every time I look up for it or try to find somewhere that's listing that figure, I haven't been able to still find it yet. So if y'all could help me out, drop a link in the comments if you find a place that's selling either the British paratrooper figure or the SS Waffen figure for this lineup. But for now, getting to the back of the box, let me just turn her around. So there's the back of the box, and if we look, there's a field gun and a military vehicle. And yet again, it looks like we're getting another tease of a British gun and a German military vehicle, or that could be American. It's kind of hard to tell because the character on the box is a little blurry, but I mean, looking at the star compared to this, I would assume this is American. But I mean, the way the character's looking, he looks almost like a Jaeger trooper for the German force. I mean, that's the back of the box and whatnot. You get to see all the details of what it comes with. Like I said, it looks like a compass, a back satchel looking thing, and a map, the Thompson, goggles, and whatnot. So I can't wait to open up this figure and see what it's going to look like. Now, I don't know if you've seen it in the video, but when I was taking out this part right here, I just want to explain that normally I don't do this, but I was kind of curious what this map was going to be made out of. And I mean, don't get me wrong, here's the surprise, and this is what kind of upset me. The map looks great, just a thin piece of paper, but here's the problem. If you can see it, they taped on the back of this shell the map, and guess what? This thing stuck to the map, and when I went to try to take the paper out, I lost half this map. A little upset about it, yes. A little annoyed because I seen it coming, but I was wanting to see what the map looked like. So here's a real quick detail. So I guess a con you could say is be careful when you're opening this thing and make sure you try to figure a way to get the tape not to touch the paper, World Peacekeepers, if you can take that into note. I mean, other than that, if you really honestly fold it, it doesn't look too bad, but unfortunately mine now has this horrendous, well, it got taped and now it's ruined because of it. So that's a con. Next thing is the little satchel. I'm assuming you can put the compass in it or whatever inside this satchel. It's not bad. The compass itself is, let's open it, is lackluster of detail. There's just no detail. It's supposed to be a compass, that's what I'm assuming. The way it looks like a compass, but for some reason, there's no detail inside this compass. There's no arrows or anything like that, or any north, west, south kind of deal going on with it. It's just a piece of plastic. So not bad, but a little upset. Lackluster detail, one might say. The goggles are pretty nice. You'll see these in the photos, but I just like to talk about the little parts. I'm starting to revert back to talking about the little parts a little bit more. A few people say I need to really go back to showing off the little details. So there's the goggles, and then the helmet. The helmet's just plain green. It's not like the other one with the markings to show rank or whatever. So now it's just time to get to the figure itself and express my feelings about it. So what do I think about the little Peacekeeper WWII motorcycle, bike, or motorbike? It's not bad. I do love the paint job on the bike itself. Really nice detailed and whatnot. Not all details there and whatnot, but it looks good. I mean, at first when I was looking at it, I sort of took a look at the I'd say modern figure bikes, the Kalaskis 650s, I do believe is what they're called. And these two do not look the same. I'm really glad for that, because I was like, well, is this like a carbon copy of the motorbike that World Peacekeeper already has established, and they're just gonna slap on a different color coding? But no, it's totally different. I really love the fact that they keep it that vintage look of the motorcycle from the time era. I really do. I really appreciate it. That's a really good detail to have, especially when you're going to go from modern age to back to actually keep those details. I mean, it looks great. The figure sits on it great. You're going to see photos and videos, like always, of it in action and whatnot. I mean, it's a motorcycle. It has a kickstand too, so that's why the figure in some of these photos can sit up on it. So the kickstand works. It's just underneath. You just gotta fold it down, and bada bing, bada boom, bada bam, you got yourself, you know, a motorcycle propped up and whatnot. The back satchels that you'll see on the back, they do open. You can put stuff in them. That's a fun little detail. I figure y'all would want to see and whatnot. And as the figure itself, I mean, not too bad. I mean, he doesn't look like the other American infantry. He does have the blonde hair and blue eyes. So I'm a little curious why we haven't got some variations. Because, no offense, most of the time the blonde hair, blue eyes, that's more associated during World War II with the Germans. Because that's supposed to be the perfect Aryan race or whatnot, you know. I mean, I'm not really going to try to jump to conclusions to why, you know, most of the American soldiers are the blonde hair, blue eye guys, but, you know, it is what it is. Like I said, it's not a bad buy. I spent, I think, a good $95 on Amazon for this. And as you can see, I mean, it looks great, not bad. I mean, for a toy line like this to come out with a vehicle and it looks this halfway decent, or even this decent in this case, I'd say it's not a bad buy. It's well worth it. I mean, whatnot. I mean, there's not much more to talk about, because I mean, the Thompson's like the one I did in the last review. It's the same Thompson, carbon copy. Clip comes out and everything, so nothing really bad on that and whatnot. And I feel like the character, when he's all dressed up, he really plays the part of a WWII motorcycle trooper, I guess you could say. I mean, I know most of the time the motorcycles were kind of used to send messages, fast travel, get to point A to point B, you know. It's basically, that's what the motorcycle was for, when, especially these types, you know, that's what they were used for, is just quick transportation to else get to one command post or another, deliver messages or what, you know, whatnot. A little bit of an errand boy, one might say, but I still like the figure. I love the motorcycle, really great accessory. I really enjoy it. So yeah, I would definitely say that if you come across this on Amazon and you see it, I'd say give it a buy, give it a go. Well worth your money and whatnot. But I mean, other than that, I'd really honestly, I mean, if I was to give this thing a rating from, you know, 1 through 10, 1 being the lowest, 10 being the highest, I'd definitely give this figure for an average about 7.5. That's just my honest opinion. I mean, it's not bad, it's cool, and price-wise, I feel like it's fair enough, just at the fact that you're getting a vehicle. You know, I've always noticed that in any action figure lineup is sometimes the character's a little bit bland with some accessories, but most of the package is mostly focused on the motorcycle and whatnot and the pricing of that. So this has been my review. I hope you all enjoy it. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me what you think. And like I said before at the beginning of this video, if anyone can send me a link to the SS Waffen or the British Trooper for this lineup, please send me a link. I would greatly appreciate the link. You know, if you could just send me that link so I can get those figures, add them to my collection, and I'll review them. But other than that, I have still not found those two figures. So thank you all for watching. Have a nice day. Take care.